Welcome to Growing Palmetto. I'm your host, Sydney Keith, Program Coordinator for Education, Innovation, and Support with 1890 Research and Extension at South Carolina State University. Our mission is to innovate, educate, and elevate the quality of life and standard of living for all South Carolinians. And we accomplish this mission through our 5 program areas in 1890 Research and Extension. Those programmatic areas are Community and Economic Development, Education, Innovation, and Support, Family Nutrition and Health, Sustainable Agriculture and Natural Resources, and 4-H Youth Development. As Program Coordinator for Education, Innovation, and Support, I'm excited about today's episode because it will feature key programs that we provide to the state's youth. Some of those programmatic areas include our Ag Innovation Scholarship. We currently have 60 students on a full ride scholarship here at South Carolina State University. Our after-school program, HYPE, which stands for Helping You Pursue Education, is a statewide program at different high schools across South Carolina. We promote college and career readiness programs where we encourage students to pursue higher education. We also have College 101 workshops where we help students understand the key factors into getting into higher education. Stay tuned, we'll return to Growing Palmetto after a quick break.
I debate all day. It's what I do. But there are some things that are undebatable, like your mental health, my own mental health. I was in a dark place when my brother passed away in a car accident. I've never been more devastated than the day I lost my mom. I was depressed, miserable, in ways I never imagined. I reached out, and my sisters came, my pastor, my therapist. They helped me get through it. I found that the more I spoke up, the healthier my mind became. The chaos that was in me began to subside. I was more focused, clear. When you love your mind, you can go so much further. That's not up for debate. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org.
Welcome back to SC State's PSA's Growing Palmetto. Our EIS programs foster college readiness and preparedness that will lead to successful careers. Recently, our 1890 staff and scholars attended the Association of Research Directors 21st Biennial Research Symposium in Nashville, Tennessee. Attendees networked, students presented poster presentations, and faculty presented research. Let's take a look at a recap of the Research Symposium.
My experience at ARD has been pretty good. It's a good opportunity to network not only with different colleges, hearing from different grad programs. I went to the first student session today where it was leading officials from USDA and different colleges around the country, and they spoke to us about how important it is to be coachable, to have good communication skills not only with your bosses but with your coworkers.
This is my first time attending ARD. And so far I've been to the poster sessions and I've met with a few faculty members that presented. It was really interesting to see that their research actually had tangible conclusions.
Good boy, good boy. Where are you going? Come on back here.
So this is my first time attending the ARD conference. It's been very enlightening for me. There are so many projects here and so many different people have done so many different types of research. Especially, I found 5 different types of projects about sweet potatoes, and that's a project that I did for myself. So it's really interesting seeing how different people can break down different types of science and make it into great projects like these.
The experience is that for most of them, it gives them the opportunity to be able to present. Many of them are not experienced in presenting, so whether it's oral or poster presentation, but also networking with other students to see what other students are doing. But then more importantly, also networking with different universities to look at graduate schools and also job opportunities. So it's a win-win for students to be part of this.
As you can see, the symposium is cultivating the next generation of agricultural leaders by creating solutions in food, agriculture, and natural resources. We're looking forward to the 2026 symposium, which will be held in New Orleans, Louisiana. Stay tuned, we'll return to Growing Palmetto after a quick break.
Things are beginning to heat up, and summer is right around the corner. And 1890 Research and Extension will offer several summer programs for youth. Are you between the ages of 8 and 12? Do you like rock climbing, swimming, cooking, and arts and crafts? Then register for the SC State 4-H Camp, scheduled for Sunday, June 23rd through Friday, June 28th, 2024 at Camp Bob Cooper, located in Summerton, South Carolina. Our second camp, which is Bulldog Ag Immersion, in McCormick, South Carolina at the Governor's School of Agriculture. Bulldog Ag Immersion offers rising 9th through 12th graders the opportunity to explore all things agriculture through horseback riding, beekeeping, tractor operations, and a visit to a local dairy farm. Contact your local extension office for additional information or to register.
Welcome back. As we stated earlier, EIS promotes college and career readiness. On last week, students from the PD and coastal regions attended Clemson University's National Men of Color Summit. The 2-day summit was held in Greenville, South Carolina. And now let's take a look at the recap of the event.
National Summit! Let's go. They pick them up, they take them over there. Woo! Doc saved his life. That was me.
This is my first conference, and I have to say that it's definitely been a good experience. Being around a lot of young black men like myself, having similar goals as mine.
I think the Men of Color Summit is very beneficial to the 6 students that I brought here in the way that they allow them to see that they don't have to just be in the room, that they can be in the room and at the table and have a voice, and exposing them to let them know that of the opportunities that are out there for furthering their education after high school.
I just want to thank y'all so much for offering me and my friends this opportunity to branch off into different places.
this is so gratifying. Even myself going to a session about mentoring and how to build mentoring organizations at my school, I'm so very blessed to have 2 young men come to the summit and want to get more information about how to prepare themselves for life after high school. So this has been such a great experience, and I recommend everybody come to the Men of Color Summit to get more information about how we can better prepare our young men of color after high school.
Earlier this month, USDA Deputy Secretary Xochitl Torres-Small visited South Carolina State University. Deputy Secretary Small toured the 1890 Research Demonstration Farm and visited South Carolina State University's campus, met with university leadership and ag innovation scholars. Let's take a look at a recap of her visit.
I want to say, it's our esteemed honor to have the Deputy Secretary with USDA here. I think this right here is probably a record on the number of visits for USDA officials out of DC when I had here this year, but
that's right.
I think it speaks to the work that we're doing here in South Carolina, and so we hope to be able to show her some of our projects that we're doing, to be able to show her where the actual funding is going to.
The Secretary asked me to visit because he wants to make sure that we are paying attention to how we can best support the future of agriculture. And so I'm grateful to get to be here to learn from you and how we can best support you.
For the demonstration, essentially what we were trying to do was, we know that a lot of our small and limited resource farmers are, the method that they're using to plant is, it's variable at best, but we're seeing a lot of till and then broadcast, which is kind of eliminating a lot of benefit. But we really wanted to see, or we wanted to demonstrate for those farmers what these fields were gonna look like and what those compound benefits were.
For our demonstration today, because this is funded by the HRI, this is focused entirely for nursery production. For example, nursery, when they pot the plants, they normally move it on the growing seasons, and sometimes they forget where it is. So, but because there is an RFID tag, we created our own RFID reader on the back of the drone, so it can fly and then locate that particular plants. But the good thing is that this application doesn't only focus on nursery, it's focused for all agricultural processes.
So this can I take it?
Yeah, you can.
What's in it right now?
I don't know if this has the seed in there, but it's supposed to have a seed.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
So that's what will be the chickpea.
That's chickpea. That is what is used to make the compost.
It'll take more than 100 days.
Yeah, with this right now, it's taking like 200 days. But that was September, beginning of September till now, so it's taking longer than 200 days.
It's a joy to be here at South Carolina State University to get to see the smart agriculture that's happening all across the campus. Visiting the farm, I got the chance to see some of the work they're doing with the Climate Smart Commodities grant that they received to show the impact of cover crops. Show the impact of cover crops when it comes to both reducing carbon, but also supporting small farmers.
And Dr. Whitesides and his team has done a phenomenal job. Dr. Noble, our dean, our new dean, out recruiting across the U.S. for students who can assist us in ensuring that we're taking care of the citizens of South Carolina as well as preparing them for careers throughout the country.
And so Secretary Vilsack believes in investing in those small and mid-sized farms by allowing them to not just get big or get out, but get big, get innovative, and add more money to their share of the food dollar.
Don't go anywhere. Take a look across the state at what we're doing in 90 seconds. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Growing Palmetto. Again, I'm Sydney Keith, Program Coordinator for Education, Innovation, and Support. We hope that you have learned more about EIS, where we help students graduate debt-free with our Ag Innovation Scholarship. We promote college and career readiness through HYPE, which stands for Helping Youth Pursue Education, and we work with families in our College 101 workshops. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, where we innovate, educate, and elevate the lives of South Carolinians. To hear more news and updates on our EIS program and all things SC State PSA, follow, like, or subscribe to all of our social media accounts at SC State 1890.